Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Thank you, man. Then coming out here this morning, man, I keep hoping it's going to warm up. The overnight, man, the winds, I don't know what they were, man, at least, 25, 30 mile an hour winds this morning too. And then it's kind of died down now, and it was raining too all night. Now the rain has stopped and the winds have died down a little, but man, you can smell snow in the air. And up in McCall, my son lives up there, and I think they said that they got 4 inches or 6 inches or something like that. Well, he said it depends on, obviously, just like here or anywhere, depends on what part or where you're at over there. But, because when I took you down the desert here a few days ago, and some of the areas, we weren't that far, not very many miles away, man, it changes a lot, man. There was a lot of snow in some places and not so much in others, man. That's just how it is. And down on the creek bottom, there's little patches here and there that you can find, back behind buildings or whatever, but for the most part, on this side of the tree line, now you get on the other side of the tree line and there's snow all up in there, man. There's quite a bit because it don't get no sun. So there's my philosophy on that. I don't know how the heck I got going on that. Right now I'm going to run down and or get this truck warmed up. I got a few things to do, and I'm sure we'll be taking you along for whatever the heck it is we're doing. All right, man. So what's he doing now? I was gonna drive out here with all my dogs, and then I'm gonna have to let him get in the back of the truck. And I gotta help lady get in the back of the truck. I figured it's better off to just walk on out here. Actually, I can move some of this stuff. It's more of a kind of. So, this one, man, I've showed it over at Mountain Junkers, my other channel. You can go over to my other channel and see about the trailers and the resale. But this, I need to pull up. This is the first trailer that I'm going to get done. Let me move all this stuff along here. Yeah, I think I'll just... Oh, it's windy, man. It's windy and cold out here. And then Cara, I just talked to Cara, and she's south of us. And, I don't know what it is, 30 miles, 40 miles. And she says, man, it's windy and raining there. So I don't know what way this storm is heading. It might start raining. But this, I got to clean all this. It's full of trash. And this is the trailer that I'm gutting and turning into a chicken house. So I want to get it down there so I can get it framed, because all the cabinets and seats and everything are coming out of it. And then I'll put a roost in there. We've actually I think I've actually made 2 over the years, 2 old trailers that I had, turned them into chicken houses. They actually make a pretty good chicken house. See, and then I'll cut here. Either I'll cut here. The last one I had, I'll have to see if there's a access, but there was an access on the last one I did on the side, so I ended up coming out the, that way you could clean up the poo and everything. I think I'm going to get my dang stocking hat for one thing. And then, whoa, gotta get this, I just gotta get that pallet cleared out, and then this stuff here cleared. And I don't know about, I don't know about pulling the Dodge. I hate to put big ruts in here, you know. And all this stuff, another project, 'cause all this is going down to the salvage yard. This was the salvage yard, and then it got moved for the third and final time. So now I got to get all this moved down there. Ooh, little stash of pitch down in here. Oh, big that right there. Oh man, I hurt my jacket. What's really nice about like this one is you just take off a thing like that and not run up, man. You got to fire. All right, I got a fleet. I thought that I was gonna sink to China when I pulled back in there, but then I pulled back in there, and the jack and everything works on this one. I pulled back in there and hooked it up and pulled it right on out of there, man. I gotta go down there. I did lose the tire completely on this side. Look on the other side. Nope, still got rubber on there, but I lost the rubber completely. To make sure that it ain't sitting in the middle of the road. The girls, Katie Jo and Kitty, went down below today. Oh, for supplies. These buckets out of my truck, man. These are my rocks, my rock buckets. I don't want them to get all full of water and ice and all that, but yes, I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know if I've shared the pictures. See, man, dude, I love it. It makes me giddy inside to have them. You know, man, I'd like to put 2 or 3 over here too, man. Just have camp trailers everywhere. I love that. And if you look at that, the place that we had before this, and actually, if you go back all the way back to like my first videos, I'm in the Vagabond a couple times, and I show, what was the one? I got a motorhome given to me by some friends, the same ones that gave me that old smoker, some lifetime friends of mine, and they gave me a motorhome that was called Moby. And that thing was a beast. It had air ride and everything. And it was so packed full of stuff. I mean, there's probably some good stuff in there. And we ended up buying this place. And I dug through there, you know, a little bit. Never cleaned it out. I did wash the outside of it and everything. And ended up selling it as is with with everything and all the contents, man. It was just packed full of junk. But I can't even remember what was it. I mean, there was a lot. I dug through it a little bit, you know, found some sentimental things for my, you know, my friends and stuff like that. But there was supposed to be a diamond ring or a old wedding ring or something like that in it that I never came across it, you know. But dude, there was so much crap in there and so many boxes of crap and mouse shit, and, you know. But anyway, so I ended up selling that, and then that was when when we moved them. And then the only trailer that I brought with me was that one, man, was the Travelese. I brought the Travelese, and then the 69 motorhome, the Vagabond, the only one. Oh, and then I had the kids, the one that's under the tarp right there. That's the kids. That's one that I picked up and they ended up buying. And then the one that's underneath that, you know, that cabin or that snow shelter, that was Kevin's. And then Kara's, I think, is the one that I took you in yesterday. Yeah, that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's the one she was living in for a while. You know, so I guess we got on the property with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 7. 2 motorhomes and 2 motorhomes, and that leaves 5 trailers. So, man, I've always had camp trailers, and I've raised all my kids, and every one of them. You know, Kevin D has a nice, man, really nice, probably the nicest, you know, trailer updated with slide outs, and I mean that thing is awesome. But I raised all my kids to always have a trailer, because that way, no matter what, you got a roof over your head. But anyway, man, that's what I was talking about was the pictures. Then you can go way back on the videos. Well, there's the tire. It didn't fall off very far. I rode over it. But you can go back on the videos, man, all the way back to the very first one. And I don't know how many I was doing, man, at the beginning or whatever. But I film and I actually show, I think, the inside of Moby, and show. I had a little another one, and I had a Ford. Man, what the heck did I do? I think I sold that one to Katie and Tim too, the Ford, or traded them. I can't remember, but I had a little Ford C-Class motorhome, man. I wished I still had that. Why? I don't know, because I love them, dude. I love them all. But I will, you know, you can go back on those videos, but I will look through and see if I can find a few pictures. I don't know if I've shared them before, but if not, here they are. They were great, man. They were great. And I'd been doing, at that time, I was probably, had been redoing camp trailers probably 8 or 10 years. I've told the story, I think, but I'll tell it again. Because I ain't got nothing better to do. Man, back when we bought a house. I bought this house in Meridian, Idaho. You know, and I bought it for an investment, man, because I bought it pretty good deal, and then they were supposed to build this overpass, which they built, man, like 2 or 3 years after I sold the place. But I bought this house in Meridian, Idaho, you know, in city limits. Not a good place for this hillbilly. So anyway, man, I redid camp trailers, man. Never had no problem, you know, because I'd always pull them into the driveway, and man, I was wheeling and dealing. That was Craigslist days, man. That was before Craigslist went to crap, man. I was making bank, man. I had Volkswagen bus, or I had a bus, Volkswagen bus, 2 Jeep trucks, and the trailers, man. The camp trailers would come in and out, in and out, in and out. Man, buying and selling them, man, making bank. And, you know, all that kind of stuff never had no, I don't know who called, probably the new people who moved in the neighborhood. But they, I got this one trailer, man, dude. I wish I had it now. Man, I can't remember what it was, man. 32 feet or something. Man, it was a big one. Big old, long trailer. Trying to think what it did. I mean, obviously I sold it. But, I was redoing that. And, the tag. I just never even noticed there's a tag on this that says Zeus. Should call that. Dog tag. It's got Zeus, man, so I might be able to call that number and get their caller back too. So anyway, sorry, dude. But I got this big old long trailer, traded for it or something, and it was a big one. Well, it did, you know, wouldn't fit. I mean, I was in a flipping neighborhood, man, across from the high school, freaking Meridian. You know, man, I was in city limits. Man, being in city limits don't mix. So anyway, so I had that thing parked on the street, man. I was working on it. You know, man, tearing stuff out, redoing it, whatever. And I'm sure somebody called me in, you know. But anyway, the freaking city officials or whoever, whatever they're called, man, they show up and you can't have that freaking trailer sitting out in the... You got 2 days to move it or whatever. And I said, well, shit, man, I'll put that right in my front yard. And they, oh, you can't do that. You can't put it out there in the grass. And I told them, man, the hell I can't. This is my piece of dirt. And I ended up putting that that camp trailer in the front yard, man, in the, you know, off the sidewalk, because there was a sidewalk in front of the place. And I pulled that mother all the way up in the yard, and I ended up finishing thing, and they never came back. But they didn't like me much. They did come back one time. That's the time that I had that 280Z. And man, it was a rust bucket. Rat rod, rust bucket. I mean, every time you went somewhere, pieces were falling off of it. It was a freaking rust bucket. And I used to drive it. I drove it to work, man. I'd drive it from Meridian, because I was actually driving truck out of... which doesn't mean nothing to you not being from here, but over to Payette, man, and that was probably, I don't know, man, 50 miles, you know, something like that, 40, I don't know how far it is, but anyway, man, I'd drive it over there to work once a week, you know, because I'd go over, pick up the truck, run the truck, and then, you know, when I ran out of time driving truck, because it was a big rig, it was a car hauler, so then I would take the 280Z back. Anyway, that thing was a rust bucket. That I had it parked there. I can't remember if the trailer was still in the yard or not. But another time they came by and told me that you can't have, what do they call them? Non-running or whatever the heck they call them, abandoned vehicles sitting in your yard. And I said, did you check the license plate on that? Well, no. I said, what are you saying? Because I'm a poor boy, I can't have my car that takes me to work out in my yard? Needless to say, after that, I never had no more problems. I didn't live there long after that, man. I was fed up with that. That's all I got, man. Good Lord willing. And them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.